Anamali kwe Soni na mama krawalo Ko bempo mesime don halo Nisi mo pisi sinyano Akatu ufu Ubi kwa mfoko boso memo kwa ya daste Ubi kwa mfoko boso memo kwa ya daste Nakwefe jampo antimana na wino breche Medo kato that's what I wanna so Medo bomo that's what I wanna so Akira buwana me fan chiano media shano Nyam bilabio na mawezai Edame wame
Ebusia memo akwa baso nkokora de obeye Chili TV ebusia na makacho se Ghana manyo sema etwego eye hot political update na mbedo mo channel eso sanso so ransema hodo efeye mapa na bo Kennedy akompre ko hine dapon ho de ubenya ni na e de feature ne we yaso intine no first time oba channel so mes bo mo de subscribe channel no for me na share video we for onua na onye bi insurance de ekoso e wo my Ghana ha like na comment na me hu so adwenkyere fasa insemi ehu ediam je so ye ankrato ken ebusia we de putupurum abetum eye breaking news e na munua be ma ba bedom ende ewie na ni hina ne se Ghana man yanti asem de kura je maame na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings adane neni ahweban aka nkyinegu we film ya ebusia je maame enya mfie no ye 77 na ye maame na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings efrimo na ono ena ye former first lady edema oman Ghana yen fourth republic no ono ena ebeye first lady ewo oman Ghana ha sei na oni nikunu Rawlings eba ebebu oman Ghana na kopinse omotam eson ye na nikunu Rawlings nso efilimu ya na ebusia asem we de ya yiro hosem edema oman Ghana na ye maame ye kiremu a na owo rich hospital na etese ayiro husemi ababetudwa se ye maame na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings efilimu nti ehona na owa oje na homina oni nikunu eno no yewura Rawlings military government one na yeri ya ne ebabe wuru ye na abra ye ba democracy nso so one na yeri ena no so omoba ebabe wuru eye oman Ghana ena chese ono nso 2020 eno frimu ena esie nso na yeri nso so na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings nso atoa no na in fact otumfo abra otenase ewo manhia na ye prekrabre ediama chese asantema hina hima no okokopiem ewase hoyi nti chese September ya is 1 month enie ena ye maame na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings eko honomo in fact eya na asemi mpono yewura na nadoda nkwakofu ado ono so obeso mu semponi efise obi ono de na onsi na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings fom kura abra ne kunu ye Rawlings nso tiase no in fact no onsi no nso fom omiende no onsi omu fom kura na nadoda nkwakofu ado be Ghana man panyin no na ohunu odo a wode ma Rawlings ene ne yere in fact numu ana Rawlings eto no benkum so na abla Rawlings to ne benkum so no na nadoda nkwakofu ado occasion bia bebe bia no okwa obehu se yewura ye maame na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings nso eka ho bi nti we de ya yiro hosem pa tesen ono so ebekode ama na adoda nkwa akofu ado pa ye adena no odi ese amanobo aba betomu eno no ye maame yadi na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings news abetomu ni se waye nyame dia we film the ye kan se nyame enhye ebusua ni hina ohye mu hina adin ye mamu hina yakọ yema ɔman mu ni nyina so yakɔ ɔman mu ni nyina yema mu nyina yakɔ ye nyina na ade nti sɛ ato yeni ntɔ ba akofo ani ato ye nyina yeni efisi yema ame de na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings de yeni abra onani kunu wabra omo ede Ghana man free military eba eye democracy no niyema omo yeye niyema omo eyeye nti ye besere oman mu ni nyina yema mu nyina ya akoma ebusua mu ni nyina shedding papa ebusua ye mame na Konadu Agyemang Rawlings otiko bi a na ye frɛ no NDP na omoni so ade hunu sɛ anas ne nisu ade hunu so ba be Ghana man pani da achi bi da kuru bi na so entumi ambem na ne yekoda sɔre ya waye yamedi de kan sɛ busua mu ni nyina yema mu nyina yakɔ yintie nsɛm kakra ye mame ede tu dwa obra ye daily graphics interview no yintie
a lot of peace and victory. So we selected the dove because the dove is an animal of peace. The dove is an animal of forthrightness. The dove gets it done. When in the olden days they used to tie messages around the dove for the dove to even fly miles to go and deliver doves and pigeons actually to deliver messages. So we see the dove as a message deliverer and also as a bird that is, has a good spirit for a nation. The GhanaWeb we all know is an anti-class symbol. I don't have to explain it. The omnipotence of God, that with God everything is possible. So if you have a bird that is forthright and it's a holy bird and also carrying the omnipotence of God, and we want God to guide us in everything we do so that we are on top of issues all the time. The colors, as you can see, I think I told you before, these are 31st December Women's Movement colors, and I'm going to repeat these colors again. So that's it. As of course, our slogan is justice, unity, peace, and progress. But our slogan is our nation, our future. And this is important for us because for mine, they say that the country always first, and the future for future generations to perpetuate a good country. So we put it in a very
our nation, our future.
Yes, we are ready. We've been ready since we submitted our forms, but unfortunately, with what happened, there was a setback. A lot of resources went into legal activity and so on and so forth, the legal tussle, which then sort of pulled us back. Those of us in the headquarters, but we continue to encourage our members in the regions to not to stop working, to move, step by step in our bid to be able to be on the ballot paper. So even as we had this hiccup, we knew that we hadn't done anything ultimately wrong, and we also knew that we had checked on a certain code, the EC, and the person's name was registered as a registered voter. So if there was double registration, why was his name still on the voters thing? But we had not been given the latest voters register, which we only received yesterday, by the way. Yesterday, even though they are saying they gave without the voter, it's not true. So we
Is it a final register?
We hope
or
so.
Provisional?
We don't know. They asked us to bring a hard drive.
Yes.
So they could give us the register.
Okay.
So we are assuming that it will be the register.
Okay.
Even if it's provisional, it's better than nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. So we've now been given, they've downloaded it onto our hard drive. Yesterday we were going through to see the numbers and all that.
Would you say the legal tussle or your almost disqualification was a low point for the party?
I would say so, because we were geared in moving to, I would say a low point. I think it was a shock. It was a shock because we had a team that went around the whole country collecting the signatures and so on. We didn't sit in Accra and invite people here because we wanted to be sure that these are our members, these are people. You are here, the General Secretary, the Secretary General is here. He's looking at you and he registers you and you sign and everything with your card. So it was in a way a shock to us as we had gone through the 10 regions of this country. And we made sure that not just anybody went, the Secretary General and the Deputy Youth Organizer, the Deputy Youth Leader, they are the ones who went. Yeah.